Get off on the right foot, win a big game the way you guys won this one as well.
Yeah, I just think we showed a pretty good fight tonight. It was not an easy game by any means. I thought Irvin battled. A home run bit him a few times on some mistakes. But, we hung in there. And the bullpen, we had to pitch around some jams there. Hildy getting a big strikeout, Rodney there at the end. McGill and Moya both getting some big outs, too. So happy for Mitch. He stepped up. We got a chance to win the game, and he puts one in the gap. So, it's a really good way to start the series, especially with all the tumultuous things that have been going on here the last, 3-4 days.
What is it about Fernando Rodney that allows him to get out of those weird spots?
Well, it's tough. He's still got it. Takes care of himself and can reach back when he needs to. It's sometimes a little tough to watch. As far as how it unfolds, there's usually going to be at least one stretch where the command kind of eludes him a little bit, but he seems to like having those moments. So he bears down. It doesn't always work out, but he made pitches and gave us a chance to score there in the bottom of the ninth.
More happy about the hits that Miguel had or the way he worked out that walk in the ninth?
Yeah, both. I mean, he's working hard. I thought he made a really nice play on that pop-up, too. I don't know what the velocity on that throw to second was, but it was probably mid-90s at least. I think just getting that first hit, they've been pounding him in and trying to get him to chase, and he was ready. I thought he stayed inside that first pitch really well. Got a little fortunate when he hit the ball up the middle off the end of the bat. But the walk was good. He might have chased ball 4 a couple of times, but at least he fouled him off and he got to another pitch and he was able to get on base.
You mentioned Mitch Garver. He's had some clutch hits late in games. What does that do for a young player's confidence when you start to come through in the clutch?
Yeah, it's he's young in terms of major league experience, but, he's got a lot of time in professional ball. I think he's taken a while, at least early on, to kind of settle in and just make the adjustments of getting more playing time. I've been pleased with how he's worked at his catching. I thought he had a lot of really good blocks tonight in particular. I think the pitchers are way more comfortable and the trust level has gone up exponentially throughout the year. And his at-bats, he's always been known to be a guy that potentially could contribute offensively, and we've seen that a lot more as of late.
What did you see from Irvin Santana compared to what you saw in Toronto?
Yeah, I thought it was similar. I thought he had the changeup. I thought was good for the most part. He got some guys getting underneath just because he had such good arm action on it. The mistakes were Ramirez got him a couple of times, and both times I think in full counts. One was a fastball, one was a changeup, and then the breaking ball to Gomes obviously got too much of the plate. But I liked the pace. He was getting it and getting ready and throwing. I thought he had a pretty good rhythm, and the only thing that really interrupted it was the home runs.
What did you think of the way Matt McGill came in and handled that situation there?
Yeah, we got a different look out there right now. We're going to have to kind of change, at least giving guys a little bit different opportunity of when they pitch and maybe even how long they pitch. He's done a nice job. He filled in that length role admirably, and now he might get a chance to get some significant outs late in the game.
That play at second base with Sano getting back there, was that part of the issues with the technology you guys were having?
We had it. Unfortunately, our looks on it weren't clear enough at that stage of the game to go ahead and try to risk when we didn't think our odds were particularly good. Our system shut down shortly thereafter, and it was not something that was, I think intermittently it popped on, but it wasn't reliable the rest of the game. But we had it for that one.